Have you ever wondered how a single image can tell a whole story? Well, today, we're doing just that. We're going to crack the code of the Amedzo STEM School's logo, and you'll see just how much meaning can be packed into one design. So here it is, the full logo. And yeah, at first glance, it feels very traditional, very academic. It's got that classic university vibe. But trust me, every single element you see here, every line and symbol, is there for a reason. Nothing is by accident. And that really brings up a fascinating question, right? How does an institution, especially a school focused on something as modern and forward-thinking as STEM, pack its entire identity, its whole philosophy, into just one picture? Well, let's break it down and find out. Okay, so every good investigation needs a starting point. And for us, it's the most obvious part of the logo, the words. This is our foundation. Before we dive into all the cool symbolism, the text itself gives us our anchor. We know who it is, the Amedzo School, and we know what they're about, STEM. But to really get the visual language of this logo, we have to be super clear on what that one little word, STEM, actually means. So let's just pause on that for a second. We hear the acronym STEM all the time, right? But what does it actually stand for in education? And why is it so important that it's the cornerstone of this school's entire identity? Okay, so STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Pretty straightforward. But here's the key. It's not just a shopping list of subjects. It's a whole philosophy. It's about blending these fields together, getting your hands dirty, and using them to solve real problems. Now keep that idea of integration in your head because every symbol we're about to look at is a piece of that integrated puzzle. All right, with that foundation set, we can finally move from the literal to the symbolic. It's time to decode the crest itself. This is where the story really starts to get good. We're going to start right in the middle at the very heart of the design, the open book. Now, yeah, it's a classic symbol for education, but in this context, it's so much more. The book represents the bedrock, right? It's all about foundational knowledge. It's scholarship, it's learning, it's the established truths and principles that all innovation has to be built on. This is square one for any student. And here's where it connects directly back to STEM. The book represents the laws of science, the core theories of engineering, and the absolute proofs of mathematics. You could say it's the S, the E, and the M in their purest, most fundamental form. Now look right underneath the book. See that globe? The placement there is totally intentional. It's telling us that all that knowledge from the book isn't just meant to stay on the page. It has a purpose, and it has a destination. That globe is all about global application. It's a huge statement, basically saying that the education you get here isn't just for the classroom. It's meant to be used to solve real-world problems that affect everyone, everywhere. I mean, things like climate change or disease. Those are global problems, and that's what STEM is here to tackle. Okay, so from the foundation of knowledge and its global application, our eyes are drawn upward to the very top of the crest. And what do we see? A lit torch rising right out of the book. This symbolizes the next absolutely critical step in the process. The torch is one of those timeless symbols, isn't it? It's about enlightenment, it's about discovery, it's that spark of a new idea. It means you're not just learning what's known, you're taking that flame of knowledge and using it to light up the path ahead, to find something new. This is where the T for technology truly comes to life. That torch is the spark of invention. It's the engine of innovation. It's about having the drive to push the boundaries of science and the courage to lead the way with brand new discoveries. It's about taking the knowledge from the book and turning it into something the world has never seen before. And finally, let's look at what's framing this whole story. Wrapping around the crest, we've got these laurel leaves. This is the element that gives the whole journey a sense of completion, a final purpose. These laurel wreaths go way, way back to ancient Greece and Rome. They are an unmistakable symbol of victory, of honor, and of a commitment to being the best. They signify the end goal of this whole journey, achieving excellence and leaving a real mark on the world. Okay, so we've pulled all the individual pieces apart. We've looked at the book, the globe, the torch, the laurels. Now for the really cool part. Let's put it all back together and see the complete, powerful story they tell. When you look at it this way, the logo tells a four-step story. It's really a promise. It starts with a strong foundation of knowledge. Then you apply that knowledge to solve problems on a global scale. That whole process is ignited by innovation and new ideas. And it all leads to one thing, a standard of absolute excellence. It's an entire educational journey in one image. So now looking at the full logo again, the story is perfectly clear, isn't it? The Amedzo STEM School is promising to give its students the fundamental knowledge they need, empower them to tackle the world's biggest challenges, inspire them to create and innovate, and ultimately guide them to a future of achievement. It's all right there. So, we've just spent a few minutes decoding a logo. But beyond this one example, you might be asking, so what? Why does this kind of visual storytelling actually matter, especially for a school? Well, it matters because a great logo isn't just a mark or a brand. It's a mission statement you can see. Think about it. For a potential student, a teacher, or even the community, this one image communicates the school's deepest values, its entire educational philosophy, and the promise it makes to everyone. It does it instantly, in a language that everyone understands. And that leaves us with a little challenge. Now that you know how to deconstruct one of these visual stories, I want you to start looking around. Look at the schools, the companies, the organizations in your own community. What stories are their logos telling? What promises are they making? You'll be surprised by what you find hiding in plain sight.